welcome to So Seriously. I'm Heather.
And I'm Carrie, your self-proclaimed experts of everything in the middle. So seriously, today we are doing two truths and a lie. Heather and I are about to go duel on if I can determine her lie.
Duel?
Duel. Is that a thing?
I don't know, but E is and in Espanol.
Yeah, so duel on our, can I extrapolate? Is that the word, extrapolate? Extrapolate her lie? Yeah, that's a word.
Yeah, I try not to have such a big brain. As I often say to you, dumb it down.
Well, I can't. I think that.
I'm sorry, I can't dumb it down.
I'm
too smart.
Oh, poop. You wouldn't say poop because that's too dumbed down. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly.
We are going to determine.
Oh, determine. Yes, that's better than extrapolate.
Who's.
I can't spell extrapolate.
I really struck a nerve with that. And okay, you're frustrated by me saying it. I'm frustrated by the fact that I had to
think about it.
Yeah, is that the right word? But as I thought about it, it is the right word.
It feels wrong. If it feels wrong, it can't be right.
It can't be right. It's okay. So we are about to determine of your three statements, which one is the false one?
Which, by the way, I thought it was 3 truths and a lie, so I'm going to have to fix mine.
Okay, so you fix your start.
I had so many truths.
Okay, let's see.
And so many that Hannah just kept coming up with them for me. And remember, there's 3 truths on every one of this. I am comedy gold.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm ready for a long time. This is now a recurring theme.
Is now a recurring theme. Okay. Starting, now it's recurring because she's locked and loaded.
I'm locked and loaded. Okay.
I have one.
I'm going to keep my face straight.
Okay.
For all of them.
Okay.
Okay. 2 truths and a lie.
Yes. Sock 'em.
I fainted during my first mammogram while still in the machine.
Okay.
I Hasselhoffed a burger and passed out on the living room floor.
Okay.
I accidentally mooned an old lady when driving because I thought it was my friend.
False. Number 3 is the lie.
Yeah.
Okay, because I absolutely do know that Heather passed out during her first mammogram. Remember in the last episode, if you are a faithful viewer, we talked about who is most likely to pass out next. That's because this is
we have
stuff.
issues.
We have issues.
Yeah. I was in that machine. Smashed
pancaked.
Pancaked in, and they're shoving and pushing, and you're hugging the machine, and they're telling you to hold your breath. And I must have locked my knees or something, or the pain just got she's pushing things that they shouldn't be pushing those ways. And next thing I know, I'm like, I don't know what happened. I just picture me hanging from the machine by my boob.
Your boob is literally keeping you alive.
And next thing I wake up, and there's 2 women in there, and they have a wet washcloth on my head. Needless to say, I am now afraid of mammograms.
I don't blame you. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the epitome of embracing our mid. If you haven't had to have a mammogram yet, you don't understand.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
And then the worst part about Hasselhoffing my burger.
Yeah.
Which Hannah was like, what does that mean? And if you do remember the Hasselhoff
again,
video?
embracing our mid. You have to know who David Hasselhoff is. You have to know about his spiral.
Where he was eating on the
where his family had to have an intervention and be like, hey, David.
No one had an intervention with me, so that's good.
Good.
My burger was a Nutrisystem burger.
Because you were on the diet.
I was on the Nutrisystem diet. So it comes and it's like a dehydrated burger, and you just add hot water. And I loved these things.
It sounds so gross.
And I was home alone with the kids. The babysitter went home, and I had gone to a ladies' night out.
Oh, so you had a ladies' night out.
I had a ladies' night out. So I came home, I'm like, I better eat something. I'm going to make my dehydrated burger. And then I'm like, I'm just going to lay down on the floor here, on the living room floor, and eat this. And I, halfway through.
You Hasselhoffed that burger.
I Hasselhoffed that burger. I totally Hasselhoffed that burger, so... Yeah, so those were both true.
now this is so much fun.
Well, it's like Hannah just kept coming up with them, and she's like, and then you did this, and then you did this, and I'm like, geez, I've done a lot of things.
Hanny, will you come to my house next time and help me prepare? Because mine are going to be so lame compared to that. Those are funny.
You didn't Hasselhoff a burger?
I did not. Hey, who's most likely to Hasselhoff a burger? That would be you. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Are you ready to be bored? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I once sent an email to a colleague about my boss, but accidentally sent it to my boss instead of my colleague. I peed in the shower this morning, and I spent a few days in the hospital due to a concussion.
Oh, wait a minute. You didn't pee in the shower this morning. You pee in the shower, but
Not this morning I didn't. This morning I didn't. Look at you, big brain.
Big brain.
Yeah, you we thought we could trick you because I had a little help from James on those.
Well, that's a couple of my lies I had it because the lies I'm like, the lies are hard to come up with.
are hard.
Especially when you're trying to
make it sound believable.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
believable. That's all I had. Okay.
But do you have any funny stories about that?
Well, I can tell about the time that I sent the email.
Okay.
So I worked at this place and we had a little bit, yeah, I know, it's dicey. Just so dicey. And my boss, he was very hit and miss. Sometimes he was in a great mood, sometimes he was in an awful mood. And he came in one morning and it was an awful mood. So I decided to send an email to my colleague, Angie, and say, I don't even care about using names here tonight, guys. I'm going to just say it. So I sent an email to Angie that said, oh my gosh, Greg is cranky today. And instead of sending that email to Angie, I sent it to Greg.
Yikes.
And he replied to the email.
Oh, Carrie.
I know, it gets so much worse. And he said, is this an oops?
And you're like, no, you are grumpy pants.
I wish I would have just owned it and said yes.
No.
I fabricated a very big fat lie and said, no, that's not an oops. And I can't even, it was awful. But after I sent the fabricated lie of like, no, I totally meant to do that. Then
Because you pretended like it was a different Greg?
Yeah, I did. I pretended like it was a different Greg. And so then after I sent it.
Totally believable.
Yeah, I walked into his office and I just said, should I get a box for my things and leave? And
or are we going to laugh this off?
And hey, I stayed. He didn't get fired. But note to all of our viewers, don't do that. It's bad. It's not very...
I don't think you had to give anyone a note.
What?
Do you remember what your fabricated story was?
I don't want to... Yeah, but I don't want to tell... It's like it's not important.
That's like the best part of the story.
Did you
I
say
think.
it was something about James?
Yeah, you roped me into it.
Okay. I said, funny thing is, Greg, James's boss is also named Greg.
And I was saying to him, wow, Greg seems grumpy today.
And I was emailing him instead of texting him or calling him.
Oh, text wasn't a thing because we're mid.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did he laugh at all?
No, didn't. It wasn't
He was
funny.
grumpy that day.
He was very grumpy that day. It
But
wasn't.
maybe bringing
that didn't
humor to
help.
his life made
Yeah,
him laugh.
definitely not funny. He didn't find it funny, but
Oh.
at the same time, he did not fire me. I still kept that job.
Well, because he knew he was grumpy.
Yeah,
He knew you were right.
I called a spade, guys, and I learned. So that was my bad. The other story is when I was younger, I always rode my bike. Like my goal was to ride my bike without using my arms, like it was a unicycle, as far as I could. So I went
As far as you could?
as far as I could.
I can't probably ride a bike with one hand.
Yeah. I mean, this is back in the day, right? All I had to live for was riding my bike. So I would think I was 10, and I would go to the public pool every day.
Some of us are not eye-hand coordinated.
Well,
Eye-hand coordinated?
I'm not now.
Okay. Well, I was never.
You never were.
Never.
Yeah. But I made it all the way to the pool, which was probably about 1.5 miles, like without using my hands. And I was just riding my bike, and you kind of learn how to. And so then I was like, hey, I'm going to see if I can make it all the way home. And then I can say I went all the way to the pool and back today without using my hands on my bike. And
So take that.
yeah, I mean, I'm 10 years old, and I thought this was super cool. And so I turned onto our street, like, to get home after being from the pool. And I was just like, yes, I made it. And as I did that gesture, I tipped over my bike, spilled onto the street, hit my head on the curb, and I only have flashes of memory for the next 48 hours of my life because
Maybe that's good that you don't remember.
I don't.
So, I've never been good on bicycles, ever. But, you go to college, you're like, I'm going to get a bike.
Yeah.
And mountain bikes were totally in back, 90s.
Yeah.
Everyone got a mountain bike and went to college. I still have mine.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, we all still have them.
So I get this mountain bike, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to ride it to class.
Yeah. Well, how many times did you do that?
This was the only day.
Okay.
And I don't know how to get up and off of sidewalks.
Oh.
Because that whole... I don't know how to do that.
They didn't have the curb cut?
Well, I'm just on a plain sidewalk at this point.
Oh, and you fell off?
Well, there was people, so I'm like, I'm on a mountain bike. I'm going to go off-roading. So I went onto the grass. Well, like, as I go into the grass, the tire got stuck between the sidewalk and the grass. As I'm and I, like, fall in slow motion in front of all the people at the corner. And all I remember is as I slow motion fell, going, oh. Yeah, no. That was the only day I ever rode to class.
Well, I mean, I can see why you didn't do it again.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So next time we do 3 truths and a lie, Carrie might have more.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't suck.
And I will do better. Hey, we can't all win all the time.
Like me on a bike. Thanks for joining us. Here's our gift to you. Well, and then you did this, and then you did this, and then you did this, and then I was like, I am comedy gold.
I'm so funny. I need a genius at my house.
I don't know why I did that.
Okay.
I'm Heather.
And I'm Carrie, your self-proclaimed. Sorry,
Experts?
I don't know why that. I hate that. I hate that that's still a problem for me.
Experts.